Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity to take a little bit of time to see if I can share information with you that will help you to understand why we as a people, we as a nation of people, should send Trump from this country. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump is a threat to every American, a time bomb waiting to explode, freely rampant all over this country, creating hate, creating bigotry and racism. And everything that he does is primed in evil. America, be aware. You think America is better than Trump? I mean, do you really? Well, think again. People that perpetuate evil don't mind being evil. Millions of Americans are just as evil as Trump, and they don't mind it. The rest of the country, well, they shouldn't mind being wonderful. That's wonderful for the people's sake. You know, I heard that America was one of the richest, and you've heard this as well, I'm sure, one of the most prosperous countries on earth. So I ask, why is it that the pain, why is it that the suffering continues for the same people, for the same year, and next year, and next year? It's kind of crazy as far as justification. It kind of lines up with, I was listening to a politician, a female politician. She was raped and she hated rapists. She just couldn't stand rapists. However, when someone was asked why was she supporting a rapist for president of the United States, she said it was okay since it was him. Now let me ask you something. Do you think this woman who was raped and can't stand rapists, you think she just humbled herself to this rapist that's running for president and giving her support? Do you think she's that kind of cruel? Well, she might be, but I don't think so. I think that's fear. I think that this demonic person has intimidated so many people, and people are really afraid, ladies and gentlemen. All those congressmen who was intimidated by Donald Trump, who sat there and put their souls before the world and said, I'm sorry, I said this, I said that, but I was lying, and gave their support to the evil one. They did that out of fear. I mean, that's no justification, because if they had an understanding of God, there would be no fear. That's why you find certain people right here talking, tell you the truth, and have no fear. They know for the one reason, I could tell you, when I say that Trump should be sent away from this country, I have to bite my tongue about that. He has no business here. And then if I turn around and turn right around and tell you that people who are righteous have solutions and answers to the problems that we have, I'm not lying, that's true. All the righteous people in America, righteous people anywhere in the world know how to fix these problems, but nobody wants to talk to them. Why? Because nobody wants to fix the problems. All right. Let me see what I said. Okay. Now, isn't that something that she would still go and want to support someone who is a rapist? Well, now, I think when she says she can't stand rapists, it's null and void. It has no effect. No effect whatsoever, because the truth is being represented in what she's doing. For those who feel the system is bad, one demon, conquering one demon is not going to make it right. I want you to know that. So what you do is you should make it fail safe. You should make it fail proof, where everyone is entitled to recognize that and then set out to make sure that it is met. I want to say one other thing to Trump. America is our country. God is responsible for our being here, and we are thankful. Your desire to change America and make it into a playpen of hatred, a playpen for racism and bigotry and for con artists, it's not going to happen. I suggest that you move to another country, a country that has a more powerful, more and a smart ruler maybe one who's responsible and protective for only his rights or her rights, the dictator's right. I think you should go there and be amongst those people, because what you're talking about is not over here. This is a different foundation. We're not looking for that crap. We're trying to go higher and higher and higher, and nobody's trying to go down and down and down. One man with his foot. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is asking America. He ain't asking you. He is trying to do everything he can to put his knee. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to tell you, put his knee. Donald Trump is trying to put his knee on the neck of America. He's trying to put his knee on the neck of America. And you know what that's like. That's even worse than George Floyd. George Floyd represented. And now Trump want to take over. And the nation is George Floyd. We can't have that. Yep, I really suggest that Trump move to a nation where they got some strong leaders. You know, where people don't mind. They do what they want to do. Make all the rules and regulations. Don't trust nobody. Don't speak to nobody. They the gods. That's what Trump need to be, amongst those. And you know, they might not need to treat him as a god. They might need to treat him as everybody else so he can learn. Well, anyway, as you say, everyone Trump is a Trump hater. You say the press hates you, the courts hate you, the institutions hate you, the government hates you. So I say, since they all hate you, why would they want you to serve them? But more than that, why would you want to hang around these people that hate you? But I also want you to know that not all white people are haters like you. And they, like the rest of us, are tired of you. You are a headache that needs to pass on. But the game that is being played, if it works, remember this, ladies and gentlemen, you know exactly what Trump is trying to do. Let's say he's trying to stall everything, and let's just say he stall it until they have the election. Let's just say that some miracle happens by the devil, and he becomes president, and people select him as president. The rules that he would have been advocating for, that he would have won, would be in play now. And Joe Biden and Kamala Harris would be in office until they die, based upon the law that Donald Trump and the crazy tail respect that Donald Trump is trying to get right now. Think about it. I think I got another note over here I want to share. The hate that, oh yeah, Steve Miller. Some of you guys know Steve Miller. That is one hate, boy. I mean, you can just look at Steve Miller. He doesn't have to open his mouth. You can just see him, nothing but bubbling hate just steaming out all over him. He reminds me of, in slavery days, those, what you want to be, call them slave masters who would snatch the children away from their parents and sell them off. He reminds me of that kind of guy. And he's living today in America, 2024, trying to affect the election. That hate. Well, let me see. Let me explain this. People in service to evil right now are these haters. I want you to be able to understand who they are when they come around. I want you by knowing them by what they talk about, knowing them by what they're acting about. They talk about hate. They're all about hating. And usually they are racist. They just what America created. But the thing that really gets them is they have no compassion. They have no solutions for anything except being bullied. Bully. Get a gun. Get a knife. Bomb. Go kill. Their number one thing is killing. First of all, they need to exploit you to be in any and everything they need. And if they can't get all of that, and that in between is necessary. But if any rough stuff get in, they're ready to kill you. They're ready to kill you. That is the devil's MO. ready to kill you. A person who understands truth, they're not ready to kill you. They're ready to tell you about life. But I would end up by saying, let Trump's punishment. You know, we all know he's guilty. If you want to go on through the process, that's up to you. But for me, excuse him. Pack his bags and send him out of this country. Give him freedom. Get him away from this country because this headache is time to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've said what I wanted to say today. I've said it in such a way till I didn't bother you too much. I think you can still breathe. But I want to thank you again for listening. Until next, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.